you guys doing? This is Rich from Rich TV Live. Hope you're all having a great day today, and the market is selling off. So because the market is selling off, I have a special top 10 stocks for you today because we're in a global pandemic and the world is different now and everybody's stuck at home. So we are going into, with the coronavirus, the eye of the storm. And because we're going into the eye of the storm, we have no idea what the other side of this is going to look like. And it's frightening. Because of that, I believe that there's going to be a lot of shorting in the markets. I think there's going to be a lot of downward pressure in the markets. I think there's going to be a lot of people panic selling in the markets. So I believe that April is going to be one of the worst months of the year in the markets. We've already had a terrible March. I believe we could potentially have another terrible April. So in my top 10 list, I have stocks that I think, even in a pandemic and a potential crash in the market that could happen. We had one in March. We could have another one in April, just due to the pure amount of fear due to the coronavirus. These are my top 10 picks for April 2020. Please let me know if you agree. SDOW. SDOW, that's the first pick. SDOW is my number 10 pick. ProShares Ultra Pro Short Dow 30. If you want to short the Dow Jones and the Dow is going down, or you believe the Dow Jones is going to go down, the SDOW, the short Dow ETF, which is up 12% today at $54, but has been as high as $95 on the last crash over the last month that we just had. It's been as high as $95. So if we see another massive crash, the SDOW could be an amazing trade for you to hedge against this potential crash in the market. I'm not saying you should buy it today because it's up 12%. Obviously, if you bought it yesterday, you'd be up 12%. So you want to buy in the red, sell in the green. You don't want to be buying in the green, selling in the red, okay? Unless you're shorting. If you're shorting, you want to buy in the green, sell in the red, right? If you're buying, you want to buy in the red, sell in the green, okay? SDOW is my number 10 pick. Now, in number 9, it's another pick that I brought you guys first before anybody else in the world. Did a video on it. It initially went down. All the haters came out. Oh my goodness, your pick is down, Rich. I'm like, I know. Imagine that. If you got to mention to me when my picks are down, you know my picks are good. Well, guess what? It's up now. RHHBY up today. It's up since my video. It did have a dip to 35. That was the bottom. It's now at $40.68. Roche Holdings, RHHBY. These guys are doing testing for the coronavirus. Donald Trump is mentioning their names all the time. I think as we go into the eye of the storm with the coronavirus, there's a very good likelihood that Roche may go higher, okay? So you need to have a coronavirus testing company in your list in April, because we're going into the eye of the storm here in Canada and the United States and in many places all over the world. So you need to have some exposure in your portfolio to coronavirus testing kits or coronavirus vaccine stocks. So I'm thinking Roche, RHHBY, is a very good one here at $40 for you to really consider. Put it on your watch list, put it on your radar. Remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. Always do your due diligence. Always do your research before you invest in anything that we talk about here on Rich TV Live. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Infinite. I'm not very sure about that. You'd have to call the bank. I wouldn't be able to answer that for you. Now, the next pick, I've given you guys 2 picks so far. The SDOW, short the Dow, SDOW, and RHHBY are my number 10 and my number 9 picks. And my number 8 pick is GW Pharma. Kind of wish I did a video on this when they hit their bottom. GW Pharma is an absolute giant. FDA approval, working with cannabinoids to help people all over the world with their FDA approved medicine. And they've been as low as $67, currently at $87.76. This thing's going to $100. There's no doubt about it. It's going back to $100. So I think GW Pharma at these prices is still good. It could go lower. It was as low as 67. I think 67 is an amazing entry. If the market does crash and you can get in at 67 or even lower, that would be a gift. I'm not suggesting you buy this. Remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. Always do your due diligence. Always do your research before you invest in anything that we talk about on Rich TV Live. Always invest in the best because the best is blessed. GW Pharma, one of the best companies, tight share structures, FDA approval. I love these guys. I think at 87 that you will see them over 100. They've been as high as $132. Let's see here. In the last year, the highest they've been is 196, and the lowest they've been is 67. Currently at 87. I love this company. I think they got huge upside from here. GWPH, GW Pharma. Now, the next pick is a gold stock, which I'm very bullish on, and they've been doing extremely well. They've been one of the top stocks, period, over the last few months. I'm very bullish on gold right now. I think that gold is going to be a safe haven that people are going to put their money into. So my next pick in my number 7 slot, 007, is Nova Gold Resources. NG Nancy George, Nova Gold Resources, currently at $7.41. And I'm a big fan of Nova Gold Resources on the Amex. Been as high as $9.80. I think we could see us test those levels and even higher. I think we see them go over $10. And they've been as low as $3.69. So they definitely could go lower too. I'm not suggesting when I give you these top 10 that you buy them today, but put it on your watch list, put it on your radar. I really like this company. And if you see it dip, might be a good one to load up on. And I also like the price point, $7. There's a couple other ones I'm looking at that are bigger that I like too, but I just like the price point, $7. It seems affordable. Seems to me like people would buy this stock. And I think that we could see them go to $10. And if they did, I would say at that point you want to sell. I mean, that's the way you want to trade these stocks right now in a very volatile market. The next one after that, another gold company, which I'm very bullish on gold, is KINROSS Gold. KINROSS Gold symbol in Canada is K, and symbol in America is KGC. They are up 7% right now. KINROSS Gold at $6.06 in Canada. I am a shareholder of KINROSS Gold. Very bullish on KINROSS Gold. And I think that the price is affordable. It was at $4 not too long ago. So you could most likely might be able to get it cheaper than $6. So be patient, be a sniper, get as low as possible. It's also been as high as $8.30. And I believe we're going to test those highs. And I believe we could go beyond that because I believe once we get past this, gold will become a safe haven. And a lot of people will be really dumping money into gold because I do believe we will get past this coronavirus pandemic and get through the other side. So gold, I'm very bullish on, and I think that gold is a great way to trade this market right now. And it's a safe haven. So it seems like a little bit of a safer play. And I think the price point for KINROSS Gold is really good. So my next play is SRTY. So I told you guys that I want to really protect us with short ETFs. This is SRTY on the New York Pro Shares Ultra Pro Short Russell 2000. So this is shorting the Russell 2000. It's at $36.41, up 20% on the day. So you need to be aware of the SRTY. If we do have a market crash, the SRTY is a great way to short the Russell 2000, okay? They are my number 5 pick in April 2020. And another short play, SKF. Another short play is SKF Sam Kilo franc. ProShares Ultra Short Financials up 12% today at $22, been as high as $30, been as low as $12, currently at $22, up 12%. SKF, the ProShares Ultra Short Financials, another short ETF that you can make money with if the market crashes. That's my number 4 pick in April 2020. And my number 3 pick in April 2020 is the VIX, the Market Volatility Index, up 6% today at $57. The VIX. You can also look at the VIX-Y. You can look at the VIX-M. There are so many variations of the VIX. The VIX is a great way. It's the volatility index to trade volatility and trade downward pressure. So if you see downward pressure in the market, you may want to consider a VIX, whether it's the VIX, VIXM, VIXY. There's so many different versions of the VIX. So VIX, my number 3 pick for April 2020. So I think we're really protecting the members now better than ever. This is due to the fact that I've become a much better trader myself due to the Trading Academy. I'm much more diversified now, and I am trading with experts that are making millions trading every year. So it's making me a much better trader. What I want to do is, I'm not saying you should buy this, but it is down 9% today. TQQQ. The reason why I'm putting this as number 2 is that these markets are very volatile right now. And the TQQQ has been as high as $118. It's the ProShares Ultra Pro QQQ. This is the ETF that is bullish on the NASDAQ. When the NASDAQ goes down, the ProShares Ultra Pro QQQ go down. That's why it is down today 9.78%. But the lowest it's been, which was the last crash in the last month here, was $32. It's currently at $42. When we exploded and the NASDAQ hit all-time highs in February, it was as high as $118. It's currently at $42. I think this could be an amazing buy. And I don't necessarily mean this month, because nobody really knows what's going to happen in the market. But if the market does pump back up, like we just seen in the last 2 weeks, and we go down again, and we have a huge drop, and then it explodes on that drop, if the TQQQ gets to $32 again, which is the lowest it's been in a year, if the market keeps going lower, this will most likely go lower. That will signal an amazing buying opportunity, in my opinion, because I believe at some point we get through this and we go back to a 30K Dow. That's my opinion. I believe we will see a 30K Dow again. I think we will see all-time highs in the NASDAQ again. So the TQQQ is my number 2 play in April 2020, not because I think that the market's going to go up in April, but in March, it went down and then it came up. So if the market crashes like it is today and it continues and we see really low lows in April, at that point in time, the TQQQ is in play and I might buy it myself. Now, my number 1 pick for April 2020, due to the fact that I believe we're going to have a lot of downward pressure in the markets, a lot of shorting, a lot of panic selling, a lot of people just in fear, people pulling money out of the markets. We're going to see all of it. The SQQQ NASDAQ ProShares Ultra Pro Short QQQ, the complete opposite of the TQQQ, which is bullish on the NASDAQ. The SQQQ is bearish on the NASDAQ. So if the NASDAQ continues this fall like it is right now, we could see them go back to those lows and test those lows of 1588, which we've seen in the last month, okay? I guess we saw that in what, February? Yeah, we saw it around February 24th. We saw $15. Currently, it's at $21.56. It did hit 19 yesterday, and I believe it was low 19s on Monday. So that was the buy for SQQQ. It's already started to climb from those levels. Okay. And you can see they're up 10% today because the market's down. The SQQQ is up. Okay. That's the way it works. NASDAQ's down. The SQQQ goes up. If you think the market's going to crash, now I just gave you guys the SQQQ, the VIX, the SKF, the SRTY, and the SDOW. I just gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks that can make you money when the market goes down without even shorting the market, so you don't have to take any chances of getting a short squeeze. Thank you guys for watching. That's my top 10 picks for April 2020. If you're not winning, you're not watching, we bring you the winners and we bring them to you first. I appreciate you guys. If you like this video, please smash the like button, comment down below, share the video everywhere. Let it go viral. It's your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm out. Peace. Stay safe, everybody. Wash your hands and stay at home. Join the Trading Academy if you want to learn how to trade and you want to win. It's true. It's true.